and you're feeling years or decades older than you are. That was my story most of my life. I've struggled with my appearance. I've struggled with health conditions. I've struggled with how I felt in my body. I carried pain. I had trauma. My skin was breaking at an alarming rate. I had eczema. I had brain fog. I had candida. I was chronically fatigued. I could barely function, and I didn't see that I could ever find the answers to being healthy and happy again. It's taken me over 25 years to finally figure out how to rebuild myself, which I've done wonderfully. But beyond that, create something that every woman can enjoy and come in and experience results within a very reasonable time frame. Most of my women that are coming in are typically within 3 to 4 months. Are being committed and consistent to the practice can experience a full-on transformation. What I want to share with you also, because I have dedicated myself to working exclusively with women over the years, is to really, I've developed a unique perspective that allowed me to understand the depths of women's greatest pains and finding creative and innovative ways to help them resolve that for life. I'm not interested in temporary relief. I'm not interested in band-aid solutions or in helping you achieve results and then going back to square one. And so my goal is for anyone who I'm working with, for this to be your last stop, so that you are done for looking at solutions outside of yourself. You have the knowledge and the skills, and you're proficient, and you have that power in your hands, and no one can take that away from you. Now, there's so many areas where I've gained tremendous amount of insights, and I've found answers in places that I've never looked for. For example, if you're someone who has been struggling with weight loss, I've come to understand the deep connection between weight loss and stored trauma, and with vagus nerve toning, as well as the kind of hormones that are being secreted, your levels of stress. And I found the diet was only a very small percentage of that equation. That's why when you are actually trying these diets, maybe you're at best losing a few pounds, but then coming back and recreating those same patterns because the emotions have not been truly cleared and resolved. So we're looking at resolving things on the deepest level. I've also learned that beyond the just physical aspect of pain, let's say you have a misalignment in your body and that's triggering a certain pain, beyond that there is a whole story that is woven into your body, in your tissues, in your organs, in your spine, whatever that may be, whatever that's sitting. It is my job to help and identify that area, target that area in a gentle way to help and release and let go of that narrative forever, so you can finally access your healing potential. I'd have to say that my greatest discovery was when I achieved contortional flexibility, and I finally tapped into the immense power that is available to me within my spine, that is available to you too. And yet we go through life, but we're not educated and we're not well informed to understand the power that lies within our spine. And that is where the biggest discovery happened for me. My life has turned around the most radical way from that point on. I started sharing this with other women around this healing mechanism, into this healing potential, and allow innate intelligence to finally flow through you unobstructedly like it should. Your spine is in fact your lifeline. You can in fact turn your biological clock years backwards. I have a recent success story of a 55-year-old woman that regained 2 inches of height. This does not happen in any kind. My women are achieving measurable results that are validated by their physicians. So whether they're getting x-ray results from the same chiropractors they've been seeing for years, and whether they're getting their blood work done, or whether they're getting their height measured again, and obviously weight loss, you can check that on your scale, but most importantly, the mirror will really tell you the true story. So there are so many areas where my women are enhancing their life, and there is another very big area, which is probably one of the most exciting things I want to share with you, because I recently opened up new classes called Sensual Blossom, which is all about enhancing our sexual vitality and our sensual essence. I've developed unique techniques to allow us to rebuild our pelvic floor, to rebuild our abdomen, to decompress our lumbar spine, where all the nerve supply is to the sex organs. So this has been very revolutionary in a way that I've been able to innovate techniques that were gentle enough for people with chronic lower back pain or certain achievable goals. We can turn your biological clock by working with your spine, by optimizing areas of your lifestyle. So if this is something that is speaking to your heart, I encourage you to schedule the meeting so that we can connect and hopefully begin this beautiful journey ahead of us.